My neighbor kept calling the cops on me, so I got him arrested. The first noise complaint came at 9:47 p.m. on a Tuesday. I was reading a book. The officer looked embarrassed when I showed him my living room. One lamp, me in pajamas, and complete silence except for the ceiling fan. Sorry, he said. We have to respond to every call. It happened again Friday. Same time. I'd been folding laundry. The officer recognized me from Tuesday and sighed. Your neighbor Dale called again. Says you're having loud parties. At 9:47 p.m., my stomach dropped. On a Friday night, I'm folding laundry? I believe you, the officer said, but we still have to check. 3 more complaints came the following week. Monday at 10:15 p.m. I was watching TV at volume 12. Wednesday at 9:52 p.m. washing dishes. Saturday at 10:30 p.m. already asleep. Each time, different officers arrived, looked around my quiet apartment, and left with apologetic shrugs. I bought a decibel meter and started documenting. Every evening between 9 and 11, I recorded the sound levels in my apartment, consistently between 32 and 45 decibels. Library quiet. I took photos with timestamps. Me cooking dinner. Me at my desk. Me literally sitting in silence. On the 8th complaint, I'd had enough. I knocked on Dale's door. He opened it 3 inches with the chain still on. You need to stop calling the cops on me, I said. I'm not making noise. Maybe you don't realize how loud you are. His eyes were cold. These walls are thin. I have proof I'm not. Stop harassing me or I'll add that to my complaints. He shut the door. My hands shook as I walked back. Something felt wrong about this. I installed a doorbell camera the next day. Not just facing my door, angled to catch part of Dale's entrance too. I added audio monitoring inside my apartment. If he called again, I'd have irrefutable proof of the actual noise levels. The complaints continued. 2 more in the next week. I reviewed every second of footage from those evenings. Nothing. I barely moved. The audio monitoring showed I'd never exceeded normal conversation volume. Then I started watching what Dale did during the complaint times. Every single call to police happened between 9 p.m. and 11 p.m. And during those exact windows, Dale had visitors. The footage showed people arriving at his unit, staying 15 to 30 minutes, then leaving. Different cars, different people, but always during the window when he claimed I was being disruptive. I went back through 3 weeks of footage. The pattern was undeniable. On Monday at 9:47 p.m. when Dale called about my noise, a black SUV had been parked at his place. On Wednesday at 10:15 p.m., a white sedan. On Saturday at 10:30 p.m., a gray truck. His garage light turned on and off. Quick movements between vehicles and his door. Packages or bags changing hands in the shadows. He wasn't trying to stop my noise. He was creating a documented pattern. A concerned neighbor repeatedly calling about disturbances. If anyone ever got suspicious about the traffic at his place, he had months of police reports proving he was the vigilant one. He was hiding in plain sight. I called the non-emergency line and asked to speak to a detective. I explained the situation and offered to send everything. My sound level documentation, my timestamps, and most importantly, the doorbell camera footage showing Dale's visitor pattern perfectly synced with his noise complaints. Detective Morrison reviewed it in 48 hours. This is interesting, she said. Very interesting. We'll take it from here. They watched Dale's place for 2 weeks. Then on a Thursday at 10 p.m., I heard the sirens. Through my window, I saw 4 police vehicles surrounding Dale's unit. Officers in tactical gear. Dale in handcuffs being walked to a squad car. They carried out boxes of evidence from his garage. Lots of boxes. Detective Morrison called me the next morning. Your neighbor was running a significant drug distribution operation. He'd been calling in those noise complaints to establish himself as a concerned community member. If we'd ever gotten reports about suspicious activity at his address, we'd have checked our records and seen he was the one reporting problems. She paused. He spent 6 months making sure the cops knew exactly where he lived. Dale got 8 years for distribution and intent to distribute. His lawyer argued the complaints showed he was trying to maintain peace in the neighborhood. The prosecutor showed the footage of his operation running during those exact complaint times. The jury took 90 minutes to convict. The new neighbors moved in last month. They smile and wave. Nobody's called the cops once.